Hi, this is my first video. I just wanted to do a little review, I guess, on my lip piercing. I just got it yesterday. Vertical labret. It was extremely well worth it. I love it so much, and it's not near as cumbersome or annoying or painful as I thought it was going to be. So I just thought I would do a video to show my experience, because I see some vertical labret videos but not a whole lot, and I just kind of want to give my opinion on it because I love it so much. So I went to a tattoo shop yesterday and I loved it. They were so nice and so kind, and I'm really pleased with what they did and how they handled everything, and just their shop in general was amazing. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about the pain wise, because I feel like that's like the number one thing everyone wants to know before they have it, is the pain. How bad is it on a scale? What would you say? But honestly, this right now, how it is, not painful. There's no pain to it at all. There's a slight discomfort, but honestly there's really no pain. When I eat, there's a slight discomfort, but when I drink, there's none. I can drink out of a cup and real easy, but I prefer to use a straw just because it's fresh, and I don't want to move it around. I don't want to irritate it. You don't want to irritate any piercing you get, just because you don't want to impact the healing process. So I just use a straw when I drink. And when I eat, I just tear things apart and eat it. Right now it's kind of difficult to use a spoon or a fork, so I'm just kind of eating like french fries and little things that I can tear apart and just eat really easy. But the pain wise, now when I was getting it, the needle actually through, everybody always seems to think that this part, the very top, is the most painful part. It was not for me. It was actually the easiest part. It was the part that had no pain at all. When she pushed it through, it's just like a little tiny pinprick, and then it was over. It was very, very easy. But she started from the bottom to the top. I'm sure that's how most places do it. So, but that part was extremely painful. I was actually quite shocked about how bad that hurt. It's just, at first, when she went through, I was like, wow, that's uncomfortable, that's painful, that's not fun. But it was over in seconds. I mean, once it passed through, it just became uncomfortable, not painful whatsoever. I had a little bit of complications after. I didn't bleed at all or anything like that, but after everything was said and done and I was gonna go pay and just chit-chatting and stuff like that, I felt incredibly dizzy and I almost passed out. But it wasn't from the pain or anything. I just think I was so nervous, and so like my adrenaline was up and my blood pressure was skyrocketing. So it was nothing to do with that. It's just me personally. But it went really well and I really like it. The pain, like right now, there's zero pain. Now comfort, probably 3 out of 10. It's just a little bit uncomfortable when I eat or drink, just a tiny bit. When I talk, I don't really feel it. Like, it doesn't hit my top lip at all, and it's just, I can kind of touch it, although I don't want to, just because it's not good to touch a new piercing. But I've cleaned it once this morning, and after that I just kind of rinsed water over it. I'm using a saline solution like most places do. The way that I would compare my septum to this piercing is that the septum was a lot less painful when I first put the needle in, but it became a lot more uncomfortable afterwards. Like, to weeks to come, it was a lot more painful. It's so tender. At the second day that I have the septum, I was immediately not comfortable at all. Now this is the second day that I've had the vertical labret, and it's no different really than yesterday. Tomorrow it could be worse. It could be swollen. Right now it's not at all really, it's just a tiny bit, that's expected, but nothing dramatic like I've seen some people's lip piercings do, just everybody's different. But I definitely recommend it and I definitely like it. I was surprised by how much I like it. I've wanted it for months now, but once it actually got done, I was totally sold on it, and I'll probably have it for a very long time. Now, I don't smoke cigarettes regularly at all, so that's not a problem with this, but I do vape, and it's so easy. If you just kind of modify the way that you do it, it's not going to hit that. Nothing's really going to hit it. When you drink out of a glass, it's not going to, it'll lightly tap it, but it's not going to hurt. It's very, very well done pierced, and so far it's been wonderful. So I'm very happy with it. And I noticed some people say like the septum was more painful with the needle going through. I disagree. I think this was much more painful than that, but like I said, the comfort levels are much different, and I'm very happy with it. But this is what it looks like up close. She placed it very, very well. She measured out the middle of my nose and everything. And my cupid's bow is a little bit crooked compared to my nose, so she kind of went with my nose perfectly down the center of that, because my cupid's bow, like I said, is a little bit off, so that's why it looked a little bit crooked. But I really love it, and I just don't see a whole lot of people talk about it, so